guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is day 6 of my 31 days of Halloween. I think it turned out really cool and something that if I was actually getting ready for Halloween, I would look at and be like, oh my god, this looks so hard. But then like upon doing it, it's really not that bad. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. Okay, so I look a little crazy, but I already started with my eyebrow covered up, and it's not the best, but it's my first time covering up my eyebrow. So, you know, it works. Some black paint. We're just gonna roughly sketch out the frame of the butterfly. Okay, and so now just some minor outside details for our butterfly. Just gonna go ahead and feather those in. And then along down the nose is just kind of like the body. And then down here is a little thicker. And then we've got some drips coming down. And then there's just a long drip, 2 long drips kind of coming down the sides. So now I'm gonna go in and fill out the color on the butterfly, and I'm just gonna use a ton of eyeshadow, and I'm gonna fade from yellow to green to blue. We'll just start with the yellow. Now I'm going to go in with the green. I'm going to go in with a little bit of the darker green again and hit those edges a little bit. And then we're good to go in with the blue. So to start off, I'm actually going to take the lightest blue in this palette and mix it with a ton of white. Okay, so now I can go in with the light tealish colored blue in this palette. And now I'm going to go in with that darker blue, and we're really going to hit the edges of this on this outer half. Okay, so now that all of this is done, I'm going to go ahead and apply some liner and lashes and everything on this side. I'm going to keep the line very simple, not a big wing, nothing. And then we'll go in and add the details on the butterfly. I'm going to start up at the top, and basically I'm just going to create like jaggedy lines, and then at the end of this corner right here, I'm just going to add some half circles. It'll make more sense when you see me do it. gonna start on the circles again. I am gonna wait for this to completely dry before I move on to doing the white. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start sketching out these little like scars of like the skeleton side. So I realized that I didn't really explain how I was drawing the scars for the skeleton side. So I'm just kind of drawing super jagged lines, and I'm allowing my brush to kind of not be soaked up with color the whole time, really kind of creating the effect that these scars are fading as the pigment of color on the brush wears off, so it just creates a nice little fading effect. So now we've kind of got like the skeleton all sketched out. I hope you guys could see some of it. Like I said, it's really hard with the setup that I have to kind of see everything. I'm going to go in and start adding some shadows. And as you can see, I left some of these things open because not everything is filled in. Most of it is, but some of it's just filled in with shadows. So I'm just gonna speed through and take some black and brown eyeshadow and kind of shadow around some of these regions. Also, again, I didn't explain kind of how I was doing the shadows, but I basically concentrated the most color closest to the lines that I drew and then faded them out downward or to the side of the lines. It just kind of gives it that like 3D effect and makes the skeleton side especially just look really smoky. It is time for highlighting slash all of the white stuff, and I'm just gonna wet the white in my palette. I'm just adding some like random highlights here and there. These little droplets, I'm gonna add some white highlights to them. that is all the highlighting on the butterfly side. So now I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna hop over to highlighting the skeleton side. So since my skin's already exposed underneath of my eyebrow, I'm just gonna lightly take this white and blend it out a bit. So I'm right underneath of this eye. A lot of these don't have highlights on them, but I do want to highlight some areas of it just to kind of make it stand out. Down these, in between these. And then I can start working on my teeth. So for the teeth, I'm basically just going in with my white paint and kind of carving dome shapes, if that makes sense. I'm doing that for each tooth, so right side up domes on the top and upside down on the bottom. Okay, so now I'm just gonna go back in with the black here and add some minor details, like a little bit of a line of a smile. So basically what I'm doing for the teeth is I'm just going back in and redrawing some of the lines that I had before, so really outlining the shape of the dome and going in between each tooth with a line. I'm just gonna grab the blue in my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip kit. And add the roots of the teeth. This is the completed look. I really, really like how it turned out. And believe me when I say, just trust the process of doing it. While I was doing it, I was like, this is not gonna turn out good. This is not gonna turn out how I want. Honestly, the more that I got into more detail with it and I added some detail of my own on the teeth, the more it really came to life. So if you liked this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below if you want to see more videos from me. As I've been saying, I am uploading every single day in the month of October, so if you'd like to be notified when that new video goes live, go ahead and click that little bell icon to get a notification. So for today's question, what was your worst nightmare / fear that you had as a child? So like my biggest fear as a child was the dark or clowns, and it's funny because clowns don't bother me a whole lot much anymore unless they're like really, really creepy. Anyway, this outro is way too damn long. So our question for today, what was your worst nightmare or fear as a kid? Okay, so leave those comments down below and I will see you guys in the next video.